has a really, I guess, wide compatibility with different modules. And we have up to 40 amp per MPPT max operating power and 48 kilowatt per MPPT max operating power. Really
Which
huge.
which bifacial PV modules are compatible?
So most of the bifacial PV module will be compatible. Here I'm listing like the 210 millimeters because that's one of the highest power module now available in the market. But most of the bifacial PV module, for example, those 500 megawatts, 500 watts or 600 watts up to 700 watts, most of them are compatible with our inverter. And we do have PID mitigation function built in the inverter. So if project asking for that, some of the modules asking for a PID mitigation function to be able to get their warranty, our inverter does provide that function. And we have what we call the reactive power at night, or Q at night function, which allows the inverter to give reactive power even with the sunlight. So at nighttime, if the utility asking for, I guess, a reactive power, the inverter can provide that and make extra money out of that.
Remind me again, what does PID stand for, or how does that?
Potential induced degradation.
Yeah. So, and the benefit of that feature is
to reduce that degradation or to eliminate the degradation. So the module power can, I guess, have more power over a long time because the degradation induced by that is limited by the inverter. So the inverter will be able to make sure that the site would have more power compared to, if you're using inverter without that function.
It kind of helps provide a healthier power wavelength, or I don't know if it's the frequency but eliminate to result in less degradation of the panels.
It's basically the degradation happen, right? Because of the nature of the PV module would induce or would have that, especially thin film would have that degradation. And the way there are multiple ways to mitigate that or recover that. Our inverter have integrate, one of the, I guess, most popular way to essentially by lifting the, I guess, the PV negative and PV positive of the module side, the DC side. And in that way, the PV module, I wouldn't say lasts longer, but we have less loss due to that degradation.
Thank you for that.
And just some quick comparisons of our inverters to the market offering. So if you look at our 275 and 350, it's all-rounded design, we have a lot of different, features and functions compared to our competitors, right? Even if you're looking at this derating temperature, we offer a higher derating temperature than most of our competitors in the markets. If we just take this as example, our 350 still as a 350 inverter, at a temperature of 40, even 45. And in the US, most of the utility projects or large utility projects are built in the desert or in the Southwest, where the temperature can go pretty high in the summer.
When you say 40, 45, that's Celsius. So that's over 104 Fahrenheit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 100 or 110.
110, yeah. And so you guys essentially lose almost nothing level of heat.
Yeah, unless it's more than 45 degrees C. Yeah. So, yeah, but it's compared to the market offering, right? If you're talking about like 10%, even 10% more generation at a 40 or 45 degrees C, you are generating more than 10% of the power. And also that's not only related to power cost, right? That means that you can, size your system